We may have another problem. I thought we'd absolutely nailed this. I've just been called out to a fault finding job where my customer hasn't got any downstairs sockets. This is completely unplanned. My van's just had an MOT done today, so I was just having an easy day. But I thought, let's make a video on this. I'm going to show you how I'm going to find this fault and how I'm going to rectify it. I think the most random videos that I make are the best ones, and it's just real life. So let's go and check it out. And by the way, van passes MOT. So this job is for my mate's mum called Linda. Linda's lovely, but her Wi-Fi's down. She's had a bit of a panic and she needs her power back on. So we're going to see what we can do to sort this out. So this is the consumer unit. It's a split load board and we've got the ground floor sockets breaker down at the minute. And I'm pretty sure if I turn this on, it's going to trip out the RCD. As expected. So the first thing I'm going to do is go around, unplug everything I possibly can, and then we'll give it a go again. That is everything unplugged that I can find. It stayed on. So that tells me that it's an appliance in here that's tripping out the electrics. Let's find out what it is. Linda's hiding from the camera. Yeah, everything will just turn on. Was that something tripped?
The light's gone out.
Ah, so looks like it might be the cooker. This plug here is doing the ignition for the oven. So we'll turn that off. We'll see if that breaker holds. And then just to double check, we'll turn this on again. Yeah, oven's knocked it straight out. So there we have it. Nice, easy fault finding job today. We also lost power in the garage, so we're going to go down there and just make sure that's all working now. That isn't working. We may have another problem. I thought we'd absolutely nailed this. So I thought that was the only issue, but it turns out that we've got more sockets not working in the house. So I've got all the breakers on and I've got the kitchen ring working, but the living room, other downstairs room isn't working, but that's on a different breaker, so I don't understand. I'm gonna have to whip the cover off that box, the consumer unit, and have a look. Okay, so just quickly while I'm outside the house, this job is far from over. So I've identified that we've got a fault with the cooker, that's on the ignition side of their Aga, but for some reason they've lost power in their living room and other downstairs dining room, and for some reason the lights aren't working either. I think I'm gonna have to whip the cover off, start doing some testing and find out what's going on. It's a really horrible wet day. I thought, to be honest, that it was gonna have something to do with that. I don't know yet, but it looks like, I know in this area I've dealt with other installations before where they've had rodents under the floor chopping up cables, and I've also seen in the ceiling, in the extension, there's dampness and their extension sockets and lights aren't working. So I know they've had water come in through there. I don't know if something's got to a cable somewhere, I'm not sure. So time to investigate. So we've got all the breakers back on, but in the living room, still no power. But Linda's got to get back on with work. So what I'm going to do is get out my Jackery, which is a portable battery, which I can plug an extension lead into and get the Wi-Fi back on. So she can carry on while I get on with this work. So here's the consumer unit. But that seems loose to me. So I think we'll nip that up straight away. I'm going to turn off all your power, Linda, is that all right?
Yeah, go for it.
And see if it's just that bad connection. So we're going to double check all these connections. That's good. That's good. This is completely loose.
If you want anything at all, just please ask.
Okay, thank you,
Any
Linda.
Drink, hot drink, cold drink, food, whatever you want, you tell me.
Thank you, I'm fine, but thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So we can put this buzz bar cover back on, and we'll turn it back on and see what we got.
Oh, nice.
Let's see if that worked. It was definitely a really bad connection. We have juice. Let's check the extension. We'll check this little room first. That is it. I think we have solved the issue. I'm going to go and check all the other sockets. That's all right. Bye, Linda. Ugh. Linda can talk for England. Woo. So that's that, all sorted. I thought, I'll be honest with you, when I got the call this morning or earlier today, I thought it was definitely going to be like an outside socket or some sort of outside wiring because of the weather. It's howling. But it turned out the two faults were: one, faulty ignition on the Aga oven, and the other one, why the ring wasn't working, was because the breaker was loose on the buzz bar. So that's all tightened up now. That's obviously happened over time. And the reason the downstairs lighting wasn't working, it was in the extension, and that was on a fuse spur off the ring main. So that is all sorted. Hope you enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel.